Hello and welcome to All Important Words, the podcast that helps learners of English master the academic word list. This is Bek
and Jim, and we've got another important word for you today. Bek, what's our word?
It is appropriate. So the spelling is A-P-P-R-O-P-R-I-A-T-E. Appropriate. What do you know about this word, Jim?
Well, the pronunciation, as you said, is appropriate. Appropriate. And this word can be both an adjective and a verb, but today we're only going to focus on the adjective form because in the academic word list, appropriate is listed as an adjective. Do you know the definition of appropriate, Bek?
Well, I think something that is appropriate is suitable or acceptable for a particular situation.
You're right. If something is appropriate, it's correct or suitable for a particular time, situation, or purpose.
How about if I give you example sentences? But please, do not hesitate to correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure, go ahead.
So here is example sentence. This isn't the appropriate time to discuss the problem. Is it right?
Yes, I think you mean to say that it's not a good or suitable time to talk about this problem, whatever the problem might be.
Yes, and here's another example sentence, almost similar to the previous examples I gave you. Now that the problem has been identified, appropriate action can be taken. What do you think of this sentence?
I think you wanted to say that now that people know what the problem is, they can take the right sort of action to deal with it, right?
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Jim, could you please give us some more examples using the word appropriate?
Okay, here are a few more. Jeans are not appropriate for a formal party. These clothes are not appropriate for a job interview. Is this movie appropriate for small children? Did you notice, Bek, that in these examples, appropriate is used with the preposition for? Appropriate for a formal party, appropriate for a job interview, or appropriate for small children.
So, what do you think? Are the sessions of the All Important Words podcast appropriate for children?
Absolutely. I'd say this podcast is appropriate for people aged 7 to 70, but I may be biased.
Well said, my friend. I just want to add one more example to your example sentences. So in Uzbekistan, it's not appropriate to ask challenging questions from your professors.
Oh, really? Why is that? In the U.S., professors like challenging questions from students.
I know. That was a big difference I discovered when I came to the U.S. to study. I guess it's just our university culture.
Interesting. Okay, so now how about some common collocations, or words that often go together with appropriate? We often talk about an appropriate response, an appropriate measure, an appropriate method, an appropriate time, an appropriate action, and appropriate clothing.
Oh, thank you. In my opinion, knowing these combinations do help.
And for good measure, here are a few more example sentences. It's now an appropriate time to make a speech. The manager should take appropriate action if the company has problems. The teacher's role is to set appropriate tasks and to provide feedback. The book was written in a style appropriate to the age of the children. I didn't think his comments were very appropriate at the time.
Thanks, Jim. These example sentences do indeed help. So, all important word lovers, today's word was appropriate. For more information about the word appropriate and its other forms, such as a verb or an adverb, please find them in the learner dictionaries. You can find the list of the learner dictionaries from our website, allimportantwords.com.
And don't forget that you can download the transcript for this episode and previous episodes as well. If you have any questions or want to suggest an AWL word for us to cover in an upcoming show, email us at allimportantwords@gmail.com. We'd be happy to hear from you.
Yes, we would be indeed very happy. And for now, bye!
Bye!